Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Pokémon Colosseum. Last time we made our way through Area 7 in the Mount Battle vs. 100 mode, and this episode, we're going to be making our way through Area 8. Hey, keep up with your studies. What's a book? I don't know what a book is.
I had somebody at work today kind of was just complaining to me that they hate Valentine's Day because it's just a holiday, celebrate couples, blah 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 blah. They're single, they're mad they're single, and all that other stuff. And I'm at the point now in my life, I'm married. I'm obviously not single anymore, and Valentine's Day means something to me in some way. I mean, granted, yes, I can go have a Valentine's Day thing every day of the week and be just fine too. I don't know. I like having a day that is normally for that day to plan and have one of those moments. I don't know. Just something that's like, hey, this would be perfect for this situations. And I get it. And I was telling him ultimately, said, look, I get where you're coming from, because I was there at one point. I was definitely there at one point. And I understand, it's painful and everything else being single on a day that's celebrated by couples. But I always viewed Valentine's Day as not... I know the media does.
Well, the media's terrible about it. That's why so many people hate Valentine's Day.
I've always viewed Valentine's Day my whole entire life, because this is just how my mother raised me. It's more or less a day about people you care about rather than just couples.
That's why she gives everybody something on Valentine's Day.
My mother has made it, and this is how I'm gonna eventually, when we have kids, gonna do it with our kids too. I'm going to pretty much teach that Valentine's Day isn't just about having a girlfriend or having a boyfriend. It's about celebrating the love you have for the people you do love in your life.
Yeah.
My mother has always gotten us gifts, gotten us, candy on Valentine's Day. Your father just gave us a gift for Valentine's Day today. And that's honestly how I've always treated it. And I feel like that makes Valentine's Day more special than what the media puts out. And it means a lot more that way.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Because when you're done, I'm actually going to give my 2 cents on it, because I'm the exact opposite. And it's more for different reasons. Because I understand exactly where you're coming from, and I 100% agree, because that's how it's supposed to be. Hell, that's how my schools I always went to were teaching the kids to treat the day. Making it more about respecting the ones around you, and just being appreciative of people, period. Oh boy, that's not how people actually see it. Oh no, it's the exact opposite, which is why it's my least favorite holiday next to April Fool's. April Fool's my actual least favorite holiday, because it used to be fine years ago, but now everyone acts like idiots on that day. Like, it's so bad, but...
You mean not just on that day?
Yeah, exactly. But the reason why I don't care for Valentine's Day at all is I agree with that's how you're supposed to treat people, basically, like showing everyone that you care. But that's not how everyone sees it, and because of that, they kind of treat it as like it's supposed to be all about me day. I actually had my last relationship pretty much fall apart because of that day. Because I was out of town visiting family then, so I missed Valentine's Day, and because I missed it, never exactly said that's why she was pissed at me, but she heavily applied it, so I knew that was a problem. People do that all the time, and it's not just that, but also like the corporate show of it. Technically, Valentine's Day, the only reason why it exists is it's a Hallmark holiday. Companies actually made it so they can sell their cards and such. It just kind of stuck around.
Yeah, I get it.
And that's like a big reason why it's like, on the holiday, because I would just treat people that way every day of the year. If I had someone, special, obviously I'd do something that day for them. Because of 2 things. One, you want to show what it is, what the day is, show what you care for. And also so you don't hear it, because sometimes you may have like the wrong kind of person in your life. You don't know until you fully get to know the person. So you always want to take like the first like year or two's Valentine's and make it a big thing. And then when you know the person better, then you can start opening up about your true feelings. Because all I would want to do that day, honestly, I wouldn't want to do gifts or anything. Just like a nice dinner.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Don't go overboard. Just do that. Spend it with the person you love.
Lester, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what me and Amber are doing tomorrow, right?
That's what we've always
That's
done.
all we've always done.
Yeah, you're showing your love by watching Sonic, so I don't know if you're actually showing love. Maybe he's showing hate.
And we're going to Golden Corral after beforehand. So it's like,
Yeah.
we're going to go eat dinner.
Are you sure that Valentine's Day is not sticking it to the man? I really would wish at that point. That'd be good. That'd be really good.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, the best part about Valentine's Day is, I do also agree with Iceberg here, is the candy clearance. That is actually the best part. So much candy.
But I don't know, I'm gonna go back a little bit in chat right now that you've talked your stance on that, Lester. And I understand where you're coming from. That's the way I've always been treated Valentine's Day is more or less just, it's a day for not just people you love romantically, it's also people you love like in general, people that mean a lot to you in your life.
I mean, also, my opinion is only going to be a little more jaded, because I don't treat it as a holiday, because for years, it wasn't a holiday to me. It was just my grandfather's birthday, because he was born on Valentine's Day. So, literally, it wasn't a holiday for that reason. It was a celebration for one specific person then. So, I didn't even thought of it.
Or people try to be helpful about saying stuff like love yourself. In my opinion, as someone who hated himself for his entire life, it almost sounds pretentious and condescending to me. And I understand that. That's why I said what I did, because, like, yes, I feel like, it'd be better for your mental health if you start, looking at the positives in your life. But the thing is, though, I know a lot of people, it's hard for them too.
Yeah, well, some people are wired differently, too. Some people won't have that kind of emotion, or maybe they just don't have that same kind of thought process.
Yeah, like, I know it's hard for people to love themselves. And, I mean, you're talking to one that has a hard time with that himself. I really do have a hard time loving myself. And, it's just, you can't just say, hey, that's literally on par with when somebody's depressed, you say, hey, just be happy.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
That's literally on par with that, in my opinion. It's just, it doesn't help.
Yeah, really. Hey, why are you sad? Stop being sad. Get over it. Like, that's not how life works.
I'm trying to get caught up with chat. I'm sorry. About sticking to your man.
Apparently the Sonic movie isn't that bad. It's at 70% according to Twitter. Yeah, according to like early reviews, it's actually around like 69, 70% from what I've seen. I mean, we'll know more when the movie is like out for a little while, because then more user reviews will actually be in instead of just critic reviews.
I actually saw what Gerard said on Twitter, and he said he absolutely loved the movie.
Which is good
I
to see.
was like, oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, I think from what I've seen with these trailers so far, it doesn't seem bad at all. It seems like a good, enjoyable time, which is
I actually
good to
really
see.
like all the trailers. I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of the movie now because I've seen a lot of the trailers, but
Yeah, I think I've seen like one or two trailers since the new design, which is good enough at that point. Any more, and then you see too much of the plot.
what I want to know is on the Blu-ray, I really hope that they kept the old Sonic design and like probably put it in as a special feature to have the old design Sonic in there.
I mean, nice. I feel like they probably won't have like full scenes with it, but if they do keep around the old design for like a bonus feature, it may be like a little real, like, here's what we kind of had, so we'll show you like a scene or two with it, which will be almost similar to like how the first trailer was probably put together.
Yeah, there's been a lot of trailers, Kira.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was one where they had a skit with Sonic running into the Pacific Ocean because the main character said, "Go west from here," and Sonic didn't understand what he meant, and he ran straight into the Pacific Ocean, came back, he had a fish on his head, and he says, "I'm cold? I'm wet? There's a fish on my head?" And he says, "And I'm lost!" The guy who plays Sonic really seems like he liked the role too. So
Yeah.
that actually makes me happy.
Well, he did a lot of like extra promotion stuff for the movie as well. Like he was like reading a bunch of lines from like older Sonic things, including I think some of Sonic OVA lines. So like he was getting into his character at one point.
Yeah, he did the strange, isn't it? The line. He did the Faker line from SA2.
Yeah.
Avoiding trailers of the movie because I'm waiting for the DVD Blu-ray. Okay, that seems to be a lot of people's consensus.
Yeah.
Is they're just waiting for the DVD release of Sonic.
Well, a lot of people were thinking either I'll just wait for it on a service because I don't want to pay the movie ticket price because it's expensive, or people were just thinking I don't want to go see a Sonic movie in theaters. I'll just wait for it to come in a home release. And either way you look at it, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh gosh, Scott the Waz uploaded today.
Yeah, I just seen, like, I was just checking Twitter in between matches. I just seen he uploaded a thing for a Valentine's Day special. Something about We Dare.
Oh, this is Valentine's Day. Okay, yeah, you're right.
That's why it's an extra one.
Gosh, I like Scott the Waz so much. I think he's become one of my favorite ones now.
But his quality's always, like, consistently good, too. Like, every time he puts out something, always seems better than the last video. He's, like, one of those content creators that is growing really good and really fast. Both in terms of, like, his following base and then just his content overall.
Yeah. Can you get more... Okay, that just answered my question. I was like, can you get more ammo for that gun you have?
You should be able to.
Okay. That's another game you're excited for.
You know, without even saying what the game is currently being played, I'm just like, yep, I'll just smile and nod because I have no clue.
Sorry, she's playing Resident Evil 3.
Ah, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, because that does come out in like 2 months, something like that.
How do you say that username? Psycho Place? Is that how you say it?
I think that's how you say his username, yeah.
Started a Minish Cap LP and it's great. Been enjoying it. If ever anyone wanted to watch the Zelda series, I'm all down for watching new Let's Players. If you want to put a link to the channel, I'll go check them out.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to that kind of scene in general, because it feels like there's not that many Let's Players kind of left. That scene kind of just started to jump ship to streams.
Yeah, they just wanted to go straight to streams.
It's either that or they're just basically retired in general, just don't do content, period. I think at this point I'm only following like probably 3 or 4 Let's Play channels, like not counting like friend channels. It's pretty small now. Because a lot of the ones I was following in the past have just kind of stopped or are stopping. This is a weird team. Like, why do I pick to counter any of you? We'll go with this.
A guy, Let's Play. He's always like me.
Yeah, he does a lot of those like full kind of runs of games when I've seen. The sad thing I've seen about him though is he kind of turned more into a Let's Player because he kind of started his thing as more of like a glitch demonstration channel, kind of like Son of a Glitch but with more comedy. And it seemed like he did a show called Glitch Fest. But it seemed like now he's not really focusing on his main channel and just doing the Let's Play channel stuff for the most part now. So I've noticed a big shift there, which was kind of sad, because I liked Glitch Fest. That was a good show. I think he's still kind of doing it. It's just very rare to see an episode, like maybe one a year or something like that.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog is now available at Build-A-Bear Shop.
That's not surprising. doing a partnership with them for the movie.
I like how Puma's, like the brand Puma, is doing a brand deal with Sonic for this movie for his shoes.
Yeah. I've seen the shoes and they look really good.
It just reminds me of when Soap Shoes did that brand deal with Sonic on when SA2 came out.
Yeah. When you say that too, speaking of which, it also reminded me of some interesting things about the game too. Because with each release, notice in a stage like City Escape, the advertisements change. And it's because some of the rights they don't have anymore. Because like in the Dreamcast and I think even the GameCube release, they had rights for some stuff with Soap that just don't exist anymore. So they can really just keep the shoes, but I don't think they can keep like the branding logos all over City Escape in the HD version. Because a lot of the posters are different between releases.
You know, I'm looking back at all the stuff that SA2 did, and I still think it was so funny to this day that the Sonic Twitter account actually made Chow in Space.
Yeah, they actually made the joke thing from that a reality.
I love it to this day. I'm like, you guys did it. You made Chow in Space a reality.
Yeah. It was really good too.
Why does this Wailord know Growl at level 100?
Yeah, that's a good question. Although that thing growled, I'm pretty sure everyone would be deaf. That would be a very loud growl.
See, this is the thing I was talking about, like, I think last stream we did, with how Wailord was proportionally right.
Ooh. I think this is perfect timing actually for him to dive underwater, because Thunder should just kill him. I think this works when he's under. Oh, no, it doesn't. I know some moves can work when you're under dive.
Water moves, like, I think Surf still work.
Yeah, I thought like the electric moves like Thunder would.
Hold on, I'm gonna go look this up. I'm not gonna spread misinformation.
Yeah. I could have swore that you can hit Pokemon in dive, kind of like how you can when they're flying. But it's only with certain types of moves. That was electric, but that was just proven wrong. Thunder has 100% accuracy now with the rain. Whole reason why I use Rain Dance.
While underwater, the Pokemon can only be hit by moves Surf, Whirlpool, and Low Kick.
Okay, that last one's weird. I get the first two. Like, alright, the two water moves kind of make sense, but Low Kick? What the heck are you doing? Diving in the water just to kick that Wailord?
Moves with no guard Pokemon also hit too.
Yeah, so there's why I got confused. I knew you can hit Pokemon in dive, but I couldn't remember what moves worked.
Well, yeah, why does Low Kick work?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I guess they're low kick, like they're kicking under. I don't know.
Yeah, it's random.
This is about as a head scratcher as Whooper learning Ice Punch.
Yeah, how do you punch with no hands?
I still love Whooper. Whooper's such a cute Pokemon.
Also makes as much sense as Rhydon being able to learn how to surf.
Yeah. See, Machamp, in later generations, would have the no guard ability, so he could use moves like Dynamic Punch.
Speaking of Low Kick,
Speaking of Low Kick,
glad I swapped. I had a feeling I was going to do something like that. That would have killed Tyranitar. And Rhydon we trust. It's the only way we get across the ocean. Who needs a boat? Just get a Rhydon.
why? I love that animation when he faints.
It's so goofy.
I love Ursaring. Ursaring is one Pokemon I don't use very often. Probably should start using. I think when I get to an eventual playthrough on League or something.
Really? The last hit had to be the crit? Or to rub it into my face.
That was weird. I'm guessing something happened on your end, Kira.
I'm guessing so, yeah. Because everything's been stable on this end. No dropping on the frames. Yeah, look at that double damage. My mama accidentally locked herself in a room trying to install a door handle. I mean, I feel bad for her, but all the irony.
I'm sorry, Kira. I didn't mean to say that. That's mean.
It happens, though. I can understand that. Could be able to at least help her unlock the door to get her out.
Ursaring is just a really strong Pokemon. You know, one thing I don't... I wish that the remakes did this, because by the time that you get Phanpy or Teddy Ursa in the game, it's so late game, I'm like, what's the point? I remember back in Crystal, you can get Teddy Ursa and Phanpy pretty early in the game in Crystal Earth.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you say that, and then this game also has the same issue where you can't get the Shadow Ursaring into a post-game.
Yeah.
We have to take off the new doorknob. I kind of figured as much. That's the easiest way to basically unlock the door that kind of locked itself.
Torkoal. I never actually used a Torkoal. I probably should next.
It's alright. The biggest problem is, since it only has a base evolution, its stats aren't as good as other fire types. But it is pretty defensive. Makes sense. I think it's Turtle. Turtles are defensive. Teddy Ursa / Phanpy are found in Route 43, I think, which can be found if you explore through the Dark Cave. I think you're right on that one, which is not that late into the game. And then Slug will be only found in Kanto, which is weird. Yeah, I agree with that one. Like, yeah, the Johto Pokemon only in Kanto, huh? The more the camera angle gets like off to the side, the harder it is to walk upstairs because you can't see which direction you're going when the camera's spinning around. At the time, I'm gonna get stuck on these stairs because of the camera. It's gonna happen.
Oh lordy, he has an Armaldo.
Yeah.
I don't see people use that Pokemon very much.
I mean, this mode uses these fossil Pokemon a lot. That's like the third Armaldo we've actually seen in this mode, I think. There's been a lot of them.
You know, is it funny? I really do think that, like, half the classes of Pokemon trainers in this are classes like this. Look at this street performance.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense as a profession for Pokemon here. Like, okay, what do you perform? I only see you just waving around a stick. Phanpy can be found light north of the starting rack, I think, but it's really rare. Yeah, I know, like, you can find Phanpys in the beginning of second-gen Pokemon.
Yeah, on Crystal.
Very early on, but, like, the encounter rate is, like, single digits. Like 5% or something like that. This version is exclusive to Silver. I think you can find Phanpys in Crystal, so it won't be any problem you're playing that version.
You can find both of them in Crystal. You can find Teddy Ursa in Dark Cave. And you can find Phanpy on, yeah, Route 43, or like on the part of the route that you can actually access at the very beginning.
Yeah.
It's really rare though, because I remember I played Crystal so many times, and those two Pokemon were always on my team because Just like Fanfy and Teddy Bears.
Can I stop flinching, please? At this rate, Sandstorm's gonna kill the Glade before I can even do anything. Well, at least that's not something that can flinch me for once, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, Bite can flinch.
Oh, I know. I'm saying that to check out the game, but it didn't matter because my Earthquake of all things misses. How do you miss with an Earthquake? I'm going for Rock Tomb and hoping that actually, you know, hits. Thank you. What was that? 3 turns in a row we didn't do anything? That was painful. Yeah, double team is just, ugh. There's a reason why it's banned. No one likes it.
Double team was bad. I remember back in like early day Fire Red version, I go Chansey on my team for some reason because I just like using weird Pokemon, and I used Chansey in my Fire Red version, and I taught a double team with soft boiled and toxic.
Oh god, you're that player.
I was that player. Yeah.
To be fair, if you're gonna get a chance on your team, you already have a lot of dedication, because chances are like super hard to find.
Yeah.
In both versions of the game that you're talking about, it's just a pain.
I can't remember what the other move was. I think it was just double edge.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense at that point, because you would have a high enough health, and it's also normal, so if you need an attacking move, it does a lot.
It's just a flat out staller. I don't know. I always thought it was funny that you could break the game that way in a way.
Yeah. Gen 1 is so easy to break.
Oh, this was Fire Red version.
Yeah. I mean, it's somewhat easy to break, but not nearly as much as Gen 1.
Exploud. That's an underrated Pokemon in my opinion. In Emerald version, I had plenty of playthroughs. I had Exploud. I really liked that Exploud.
I mean, it's a pretty good normal type. It has some good stats.
Yeah. 3rd gen had... I'm going to be honest with you. I have a hard time making a team in 3rd gen because there's so many good Pokemon in 3rd gen.
Yeah. There's a lot. A lot of things to choose from.
A Pokemon I really do find underrated in 3rd gen is Tropius. I use Tropius a lot in my game, and I see now people just use Tropius as HM slaves.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why? He's actually a decent grass type Pokemon. Yeah, he's quad to ice. He has a lot of weaknesses because of his typing, but you know, sometimes I wonder if people just don't want to try to challenge themselves.
Yeah.
I'm the same type of person that likes the one Pokemon from X and Y, Aurorus. I really like that Pokemon too. I just like long neck Pokemon. Aurorus is a rock ice type and it had a lot of weaknesses, but I just liked using it because it had a lot of HP and it had a decent move pool too.
So if you're saying you like long neck Pokemon, you like Giraffre?
Yeah, I like Giraffre.
Okay, I was gonna wait for like, you stop talking to me. Like something like that. It's like, no, get this out of my house. Just to be the contrarian. To be fair, it actually isn't that bad of a Pokemon. I like the design.
I use Delcatty too, Ethan. Delcatty's a kind of a neat Pokemon to use. Yeah, Pokemon Emeralds are really good Pokemon.
This is such a weird team. Why is there a Jirachi? That's like the most left field one in this one. I guess you pre-ordered Pokemon Colosseum if you have Jirachi.
Oh, she has a Jirachi?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know, it's really random.
Tropius can learn fly. Time to meme. Used Aurorus too. I'm glad somebody else used it because I remember people bitching about Aurorus and saying it has too many weaknesses. I'm just like, yeah, but have you tried using it besides not bitching whenever it died?
Yeah. I get that. Also, I'm gonna read this comment because this is the perfect timing. At this point, who does not receive 4x damage from ice attacks? Good question. Let's ask Flyground. Are you 4 times weak to ice?
Yeah, you're 4 times weak to ice.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Join the crowd, apparently. That was the best timing. Figured now was like the best time to catch back up with chat because I seen that. It's like, well, let's go ahead and add to that comment.
Its freeze dry move was interesting. I like the freeze dry. It like basically turned like what all water type moves to ice type tags.
Yeah. Something like that at least.
Most dragons are 4 times weak. Yeah, because they pair them with flying for some reason.
Yeah. They always pair with some typing that's also weak to ice. Like, for Flygon, it was a ground. And then most of the others are flying, so it just doesn't help them. That's like the only reason why a lot of people always teaches at least one of their Pokemon some kind of an ice move is for whenever you run into a dragon type, it's usually going to kill it in one shot.
There's Jirachi. Oh gosh. This is a weird typing. Psychic Steel type. I mean, it's Metagross.
Yeah, I'm looking up what the Freeze Dry move is because I don't think I've ever heard of it because it was introduced in a gen I didn't play at the time. So it deals damage and has 10% chance of freezing the target, which is not bad because sometimes that 10% means 100% when you're freezing the super CPU.
Yeah, you're right, Kira. Freeze Dry was that ice type that makes it super effective against water. I forgot.
Yeah, if it's using a water type, the move ignores the effectiveness of the move's type against water and treats it as being super effective. So it's really good against water types. It makes sense because you're basically freezing the water.
I just like using, I mean, in some Pokemon games, I like using underrated Pokemon like that. Like Emerald is a good example of this because I use a lot of underrated Pokemon in that game. But when I play Platinum version, for example, I'm just boring as fuck. I use the Pokemon that everybody else likes. When I play Platinum version, I get like, you know, a Luxray, a Lucario, a Garchomp. Well, actually, no. For my water type, I use Floatzel. And that's kind of an underrated water.
Ha! So much for your Doom Desire. Like, alright, I'm gonna kill it. Oh. Well, I guess I'll try again.
That's because the Pokemon selection of Sinnoh games were very slim. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, especially the original release of Diamond and Pearl. There was a lot less choices compared to Platinum.
And the only other water-type Pokemon I can really think of was like Gastrodon or...
Yeah.
Lumineon.
Yeah, you better off with Gastrodon. Especially if you get one that has like Water Absorb, so basically water moves are non-effective.
The other one's Lumineon, but who wants to use Lumineon? I mean, it's a decent Pokemon. I just don't ever see people use it.
To be fair, Empoleon also was a weird one in that gen because Water Steel was a weird type.
Which one was Empoleon? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like that typing.
Remember your choices? It was Chimchar, Ponyta.
Yeah. Diamond and Pearl was really slim for fire, which is bad.
Oh, gosh. Thankfully, Platinum fixed that a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I tell people, if you want to play 4th gen Pokemon, please just play Platinum. Don't play Diamond.
Yeah, there's no reason nowadays to go back to Diamond and Pearl for that reason. The only reason why you should go back to those is if you don't own Platinum. That's it.
And if you play Platinum version, or I'm sorry, if you play Diamond Pearl, just pick Chim.
Yeah, if you're gonna play the originals, you pick Chimchar, so you actually have a good fire type for that reason.
Like, that right there kind of makes it, makes the other two starters in a way just like pointless.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, I don't give fire types in this game besides Ponyta. I mean, Ponyta is a nice Pokemon, but that's literally my other choice.
Like,
so,
that was still in the age where they were doing, you know, firefighting. People were starting to get a little tired of it, but that typing was still better than anything else you can get for fire in that game. Also, nice death animation.
What the hell? What happened to Typhlosion? He just disappeared.
It used Dig, and you can use Earthquake to hit Pokemon in the ground with Dig. So if you kill it with the move, then they still play out the feigning animation, but the Pokemon's graphic is still off screen. It's so dumb.
I didn't pay attention to use dig.
Yeah, it's so weird looking and so dumb.
Oh, there he is. But yeah, like, I hate, like, firefighting. I get why people are upset, but firefighting is a typing that really complements each other. I don't know. It's like one of those types that combinations that really work well together, kind of like grass and poison, or water and ice.
Yeah, it's a good matching because the stats really help buff up a lot of the physical fire moves, making them more effective. And it's just a nice combination because it covers more of its weaknesses. Because, like, fire is no good against rock types, and rock types would just murder you at that point. But with fighting, you have a chance.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you can still hit a Pokemon using Fly with Hurricane or Swift in Gen 1. Yeah, which is still always kind of weird if you take them out in the air, because I think the Pokemon still has the feigning animation in the air, so it looks a little awkward. Or at least for like a 3D game like this, because I know in like 2D games it didn't matter. Pokemon would just insta-fade away.
I mean, I probably should go back and play Platinum version, try to use different Pokemon. Like I did with Emerald version.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta play Platinum at one point, because I haven't played it. I've played Gen 4 a few times, but it's only ever been with Diamond, because that's the only one I've owned for years. But since I had Platinum, I never actually went to play it.
Platinum is honestly, like, they did such a good job and made me Gen again. Like, I liked 4th Gen, don't get me wrong. I mean, Lucario is like one of my favorite Pokemon for a reason. So, 4th Gen did something right, and after Diamond Pearl, it had a lot of problems looking back at it. It had, frame rate issues. It was really slow. A lot of the Pokemon moves, flat out dumb.
Yeah, and you can't forget the saving system, because even though it's still bad in Platinum, if you tried to save your game after basically doing anything in Diamond and Pearl, it would take like a minute to save.
Yeah.
Because it has to save a lot of data, which is very unnecessary when you, like, say, change a menu option. And it's like, alright, well, that counts as a lot of data, so we'll sit here for a minute because you changed the thing to set.
I played Diamond Pearl a lot back in the day to a point where I know how many rotations of the spinner on the side of the saving a lot of data it takes to save the game. It takes 6.5 rotations.
Oh man, I'm gonna infuriate you by giving you a flash card then. I'm gonna give you that with a slow class SD card in it. So it's like, alright, why is this not saving yet? Why am I still here 3 minutes later? I actually did that years ago. I tried playing one of the 4th Gen games on a flash card, but it was a slow classed card. I think it was like a class 2. So that's not as fast as a DS cartridge flash memory. So it took double the time to save the game. It was really bad. Now I have, like, I think maybe either class 4 or 10 in my flash card. I'm not exactly sure. I have to look.
4th Gen had a lot of cool Pokemon too that I feel like are kind of underrated. One Pokemon comes to mind too. Drifloon and Drifblim. Kind of really neat ghost type Pokemon.
Yeah, they're actually pretty interesting ones. Oh, you still have your flash card as well, Kira. Out of curiosity, what kind do you have? I probably need to get a new one at some point for compatibility stuff. Mine's an Ace Card 2i. So it's a really old one. Some games basically don't work on it, but I don't really use it that much. So for the stuff I use it for, it actually gets the job done. Oh, you got an R4 Gold, so you have probably the best DS flash card for that reason. I heard the R4 cards are some of the best to have now because they're the most up-to-date cards. Even if it's not compatible with 3DS, like mine isn't compatible anymore. I think when the system first launched, it got an update to work on 3DS, but now it does not at all. But it doesn't matter. I have it in a fat DS, my capture system, so it doesn't matter. I didn't think when I bought that card a decade ago that I'd be having a system that has video output, and realizing how amazing that flash card is now for that reason. Just allows me to set up so many things so fast for capture. And then it gets you thinking, maybe I should do that with all my retro systems. Alright, how much does a flash card cost for the Super Nintendo? Oh, that's my bank account right there. Super Nintendo flash cards are expensive. A lot of flash cards are expensive. Let me see, actually. I'm kind of curious how much. Like, the ones people say is you get ST to SNES, for example. I want to see, like, what is the cheapest version? And just to show people why flash cards nowadays are kind of hard to get.
Whoa, wait. Miltank had water pulse. What the hell? I've never seen that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can teach it water pulse. Water pulse can be taught to so many Pokemon.
I know normal type Pokemon can learn basically anything. Yeah. It's just weird when I see it.
Yeah, here's one result I'm finding, just to show. A used SD to SNES Pro right now on like Amazon's $250. That's not cheap. I know like N64 EverDrives are like $100 of the cheapest model as well. Like flash cards are expensive nowadays for a lot of retro systems. DS ones are so cheap because pretty much everyone under the sun made one for a console or for the DS in particular back then. Because the DS was a very easy to pirate for system. As long as you had a flash card. I think the N64 EverDrive is kind of cheap. It's only like $60. I think it depends on where you buy it. Because I know the one that the Ocarina Randomizer Discord points people to is through like it's a brand new one through a reputable seller, which is like $100 or something like that. Actually, I have the server right here. I could look on the resources tab. My problem is there's been so much updated over the years on this dang thing, so resource tab is meaty.
Gosh, will this Miltank just die?
I know, it's taking forever. That's why I'm looking up flashcard stuff. 'Cause I have time. Oh, here we go. Finally, I found it. Yeah, the one they recommend people get is from Crit's site, which is the 2.5 version. And that costs like $140. Like, they're not cheap. That's why whenever I play the Ocarina or Majora's Mask randomizer, I just play it on my modded Wii because it's just easier if I want to play on console at that point. I wouldn't mind playing on original hardware, but the flash cards are not cheap. That's a bare minimum flash card. It just runs games. You want to save on those things, you have to reset your console for the save to work. If you turn it off, the save deletes. I've seen that mess up so many people. Heart Gold Soul Silver anti-piracy is still so strong. It still locks up on flashcards and emulators randomly. That is true. I've heard that emulating Heart Gold Soul Silver is a little complicated because of the anti-piracy measures. It was also like a different cartridge too, so it was very, like, I think because of it had different chipset, it made it very hard for people to pirate. Because they knew people pirated the crap out of Pokemon. That was like one of the most pirated games, I think, around the time it released. And you can say that basically about any DS Pokemon. Oh boy. That's a Groudon. Yeah, I'm scared.
He has a Groudon. Oh gosh.
Welcome to hell. The worst part is, this is not even the Groudon I'm worrying about yet. I think there's a Groudon that's like at floor 99. Or like battle 99, I should say. And I think that one's even more deadly than this. Oh, did I actually get to use my sand stream? Yeah! No sunlight for you. Also, I should probably swap you out. This is gonna kill me.
What did you do? Just is he doing sunlight?
Well, no, I have Tyranitar first. So So if that thing does anything, it'll probably kill Tyranitar. It's either gonna have Solar Beam or it's gonna have, yep, Earthquake. I knew that was coming. Well, rest in peace for Alligator. We missed.
Can I be honest? When Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire came out, like right before they came out, I literally thought Groudon was another evolution of Tyranitar because it looked like a Tyranitar to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Of course, I was only 11 when that happened, but
Was I wrong? Was there not a Groudon Area 10? I'm looking it up. I'm not seeing it here. I thought there was. Oh, nope. There we go. I typed in. I'm seeing
wow,
something.
what a mood whiplash. I guess this trainer has a sun team. They're depending on Groudon's sun.
Yeah, hence why I'm glad I used the Tyranitar in the beginning for Sandstream. Because that screwed up the whole thing. Yeah, Eruption's really powerful from Groudon. Like, no matter what your typing is, that thing can do so much damage. I'm looking it up. I was right about thinking there was technically a Groudon in Area 10. I'm not sure if we'll see it because my first result put me into the double battle section. Which I didn't think their teams were really any different between the single and doubles. I don't know. I guess we'll see later if that's actually true. Eruption scales off HP, so the moment Groudon gets hit, its powers go down dramatically. Yeah, that's true. You have to make sure you do a lot of damage to Groudon before he gets to use this Eruption move. Just for that reason. You know, it feels weird to go from a Groudon that used Earthquake, which is really powerful, to Mega Drain from a Jump Bluff. That's a night and day difference in power.
My brother, I'm going to tell you a funny story about my brother. He loved Jump Bluff when he was younger, when we used to play Pokemon Stadium 2 a lot. Because of the animation Jump Bluff does whenever it does Solar Beam.
Oh, yeah.
He'd always say, "A cucaracha, boom!" And he uses Solar Beam.
Chuckle, where'd you get the clam?
Whenever Jump Bluff like shakes its little pom-poms on the side.
Yeah, it's so goofy, because every move it does that, but when it does something like Solar Beam, it's such a big wind-up for it.
I know. My brother loved Jump Bluff. It's like one of his Pokemon. The thing is, it's hard to recommend using Jump Bluff because Jump Bluff is kind of another underrated Pokemon I like using. But man, it's got a lot of weaknesses and it doesn't learn a lot of moves.
Yeah, like for reference, I actually have a shiny Hoppip. That's like one of the 2 shinies I actually have. It's in a box because it would not be good in a battle. It would have a hard time trying to fight anything with its weaknesses.
It's ironic because it's supposed to be a cheerleader Pokemon. Yeah. It's funny because, like I said, that just brings up... Me and my brother had played a lot of games growing up together.
Look at the damage Constrict just did. 1 HP. I know that's weak, but dear God.
Chuckle doesn't have very much high attack power.
Oh, I know. That's what I mean. It's like, I know you don't have much attack power, and Constrict is weak. But wow, 1 HP? It would have been better continue doing Withdrawal. Keep in mind, that 1 HP goes away immediately because of leftovers. But really, that battle was just, oh man, Groudon was tough, and the rest of it was, I sleep. And I still win.
I saw this tweet. I kind of agree with it. we'll end it on that note for this part. It says, with all this time that Nintendo's taking, it better reveal something big in the next one, like a sequel to Breath of the Wild, some Sword and Shield DLC, or maybe a second Fighters patch for Smash.
If only they knew. But now that we made our way through Area 8, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum's Mount Battle vs. 100 mode, we'll be making our way through Area 9. I'll see you guys next time.